According to the Media Research Center, the David Duke unsolicited endorsement of Donald Trump that got 6 times more coverage, network coverage, than Mateen's support of Hillary Clinton. Now, if you want more proof that the mainstream media is utterly biased, abusively biased against Donald Trump, we have that too. Another study from the Media Research Center compares yesterday's coverage of Hillary Clinton's latest email scandal to the days-old controversy over Trump's Second Amendment comments. Now, MRC, again, they crunched the numbers. What do they find? That the big 3 networks, ABC, CBS, and NBC, quote, throughout all of their news programs, both morning and evening, well, they gave the email story, well, a total of 6 minutes, 59 seconds. In stark contrast, well, they dragged out Trump's Second Amendment people comment with a whopping 25 minutes and 54 seconds of coverage. Remember, that's day 2 of that story. And that's not all. A brand new Time magazine cover goes off a drawing of Donald Trump's face melting, and the caption says, meltdown. Of course, that pales in comparison to one New York Daily News cover, which shows Trump wearing evil clown makeup, and another cover suggesting that Donald Trump is the, quote, Antichrist. And last night, right here on this program, GOP vice presidential nominee Mike Pence, he summed it up best when he said that he and his running mate are running up against this.
The father of the terrorist who took 49 lives in Orlando attended a Hillary Clinton rally, was on television for more than an hour, said later to the press that he was there because he thought Hillary Clinton was, quote, good on national security, and that got a fraction of the attention that was paid to statements that Donald Trump made in support of the Second Amendment and in support of people that advocate for it. So it just shows you what we're up against. But as I said here in Dayton today, you know, it's 2 on 1. The media is going to continue to do half of Hillary's work for her.
Here with reaction, Fox News contributor, editor-in-chief of LifeZet.com, Laura Ingraham. Why are you smiling? You're smiling because I am, because it's so blatant. It's so abusively biased examples, and by the way, every one of those people that are shouted down or have their mics turned off are friends of mine.
Yeah, you know all of them. I do too. Sean, the Hillary media, as I call them, are really post-American. I say they're post-American because they don't really care, it turns out, whether America goes down the tubes. I mean, I really don't think they care, because if they cared, they would actually be covering the relevant stories of the day. And I'm not saying they wouldn't cover any of these other side issues. You know, Trump said this, Hillary said this. But on the main issues that are affecting the lives of most Americans, about America's economic decline, our foreign policy, great challenges in national security at the border with these trade deals that we're being cheated on, they would actually be covering these stories. They would actually be suing in court to get these emails that Hillary Clinton, many of these emails she didn't turn over to congressional investigators. Has anyone ever asked, why is it that Judicial Watch has to always go after these documents?
That's such a good point.
Where's the New York Times? Where's CBS
Woodward
News?
and
Where are all
Bernstein,
these
for
people?
crying out loud? Seriously. All right, you know, later on in this program, we have a really serious investigative topic we're doing, and that is, we've got the video. This was released first in 2014, to be clear, but Hillary Clinton defended a 41-year-old man that raped a 12-year-old girl, was interviewed about it in the 1980s, and she literally is acknowledging the man's guilt, laughing and bragging that she got him off on a technicality. Imagine for a second the same media, which is ignoring this, what if it was Trump?
No, they would crucify him. And Sean, this is why the never-Trumpers, the Republicans who are throwing in with Hillary Clinton, really are so disappointing, because they know what's going on, and they are kidding themselves if they think that Rubio or Jeb or Kasich wouldn't have been put through the meat grinder of the left-wing media in a similar fashion. They did it to Romney. They did it to McCain.
Yeah, poor Mitt Romney.
They even did it to Bob Dole.
He had a binder of women's resumes who he wanted to hire. What a horrible human being.
Yeah, so they would have done it, Sean, to any of these people. And so Hillary Clinton literally put her own personal interest ahead of the nation's national security, and the media they do not care. They do not care.
Last night, we had you on the program. I'm discussing all these Republicans, arrogant, sanctimonious, self-righteous, sabotaging Trump, not supporting him. I have what I call the reasons I support Trump. Because the differences in what they are advocating are deep and profound. And, you know, I'll put it up on the screen. You know, Hillary's open borders. Donald Trump will build the wall. Donald Trump has stated again and again, we have a dilapidated military. You know, Donald Trump has said our education system is failing. We'll send it back to the states. I want to keep coal miners working. And I want America to be energy independent, not dependent on countries that hate our guts. He has promised that he thinks he can do that in 4 years. On this one issue of judges alone, originalists versus activist leftists that she'll put on, he's going to cut taxes. He wants to reduce the size of government. He said he'll repeal Obamacare. He can actually say the word radical Islam.
Oh, but he's not a conservative. He's not a conservative,
and he'll protect the Second Amendment. You know, and he says he's pro-life.
Can I chime in on the judges question? You know, you know I clerked for Justice Thomas, and I clerked on the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. This is an issue that we as conservatives claim that we care about. Like this, that the constitutional interpretation matters, statutory interpretation matters. Do these people who are sidelines cheerers for Hillary Clinton or actively now working with Hillary Clinton, do they understand that Title IX and Title VII and the Clean Air Act, all of these statutory, items, they can be read by the Supreme Court to validate all sorts of climate change legislation and to wipe away any good reforms or good issues, helpful issues that someone like Paul Ryan is in favor of. Do they understand that once they have the court, it's over? Do they not care? I mean, it's just
and all these arrogant people, and including Republicans that promised they'd support the winner, whatever decisions Hillary makes if she were ever elected president, they own it. I blame them as much as anybody else. Anyway,
Sean,
Laura?
this has been a clarifying moment for the Republican Party, very clarifying, and I think it had to happen. And Donald Trump has served a great service just in clarifying where everybody is.
I agree. Well said. All right, Laura, good to see you. Thank you.